circle back or fight me.
Did you even read my email, bro?
Now that's above my pay grade.
This is not a drill. Need unfiltered stories and raw advice about balancing work, life, and everything in between?
We're here to help. Welcome to Girls That Excel, your virtual support system on excelling no matter what your path to success looks like. I'm Emily.
And I'm Melissa, and today we're here at the INKBUS Mothership, and we're going to get some tattoos and have some fun. This is Markoon Dugally. He is the visionary behind INKBUS, Portland's one-of-a-kind mobile tattoo studio. With over 18 years of tattooing experience and a creative background in art, architecture, and custom vehicle building, Markoon turned a vintage school bus into a fully operational and licensed tattoo studio.
Born and raised in Los Angeles, Markoon relocated the INKBUS to Portland, Oregon in 2018, drawn to the creative and quirky vibe of Portland. INKBUS blends his love of tattoos, unique designs, and upcycling. Known for thinking outside the box, or better yet, ditching the box altogether, Markoon brings sustainability and artistic approach to everything he does, often creating his projects with found and recycled materials.
When he's not tattooing and designing intricate freehand tattoos on the fly, you'll find Markoon tinkering on custom-built motorcycles or creating odd and beautiful pieces of art that defy convention. INKBUS is more than a studio. It's an experience, one that captures Markoon's commitment to making art accessible, fun, and entirely unique.
Whether it's tattooing at an event, drawing someone's dream tattoo, or simply sharing a laugh with the client, Markoon's passions for his craft and his community is unmistakable. Welcome to Girls That Excel, Mark.
Going great. How you doing?
Good. We're so excited to be here at INKBUS. It's a Portland local staple, and we've seen it at the Portland Night Market, at various different events all around town, and we had to talk to the man himself, the creator of INKBUS. So we clock into the podcast. So like you clock into work, we clock in here. The first question is, what is your favorite tattoo that you have right now?
I would say my favorite tattoo that I have right now is of the INKBUS with my cat driving it.
Oh. Okay, first of all, what's your cat's name?
Sharpie.
Sharpie. That's a great name for
you. You might see Sharpie. She lives here at the mothership.
Oh my gosh, what?
There's a cat here?
There is a cat.
We've been here for like an hour and I have not found this cat yet.
Well, because she's probably up in the office. There's an office upstairs. There's a little ramp system that she uses to get up and down from.
That is so
here.
Cool.
So I'll bring her down afterwards if she doesn't come down.
Best day ever.
Alyssa has a cat named Kiki, and every time I see this cat, I have to sing that song, like, Kiki, do you love me?
I got her right around the time that song came out, but I did not name her that for the song. I would like to make that very clear.
Yeah.
That's fine. No judgment. I mean, a little bit of judgment, but no judgment.
Well, tell us your process.
You don't want to know more about Sharpie?
I do want to know more about Sharpie, but maybe while you're inking me up.
Okay. Well, my process depends on if I'm doing event work or private work. There's a little bit of difference. So event work stuff, I try to stick more to the flash because it's a timing thing and, just an efficiency thing. So for like today, we're going to be hand drawing on your GTXs. And so we have an image base there, and so I'm just going to be using markers, and we're going to put it on your body, and if you want to adjust it, we can do that right on your body, and then we're going to go to town.
I'm so excited for this. So yeah, if you didn't catch that, we're getting tattoos on the pod today of GTX for Girls That Excel. So
across the forehead.
Across our foreheads in really big print.
Yeah, huge.
Yeah, and also teardrops.
And lightning bolts.
Little Luigi memoir. No, we're super excited. We want to commemorate our podcast within our first year of our podcast, but also that we get to do this really cool interview with you. So we're really excited.
Gloves on and get ready for that. So I have to let go of the microphone.
Okay, perfect.
Alrighty, are you ready for some questions, Markoon?
Ready.
Okay. What challenges did you face turning a school bus into a fully licensed and operational tattoo studio?
Well, I did it over a period of a year. Not that it would have taken me that long to go end to end with it, but I wanted to kind of do certain things and vet it first. So, I mean, the challenges, one of the biggest challenges, there's storage boxes underneath the bust. That was definitely the hardest physical challenge to do. And then I'm not good with electronics, so the lighting was one of the only things that I actually farmed out to other people.
It is pretty impressive lighting, so I understand why you need help with it.
I know.
It's really cool.
The like neon lights and they change different colors. Like, it is sick.
So we're gonna pause that real quick. You can see that right there. Size, placement, shape.
It looks very big in the mirror. Do you think it's the right size?
You want it smaller than that?
Yeah, it's pretty big.
Yeah, I look a little bit smaller, I think.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why we start with yellow.
I like the yellow. Normally I hate the color yellow. Are we still going?
Now we are.
Okay.
Sorry, did I interrupt the flow there?
Hold on.
It's okay. So, why did you choose Portland as the place to bring the INKBUS to life? And how has the city influenced your business?
Portland, when I was just on a tour through Washington, Oregon, and Northern California, and I guess that would have been 2017. And yeah, when I got here, I just kind of fell in love with it and recognized what a fun and interesting city it was. I built the INKBUS in LA. That's where I was born and raised, and I never liked LA. Sorry, everyone. But
Not really.
Yeah. Sorry, not sorry. But yeah, I just recognize it as being a place that a business like this could flourish.
I like it. I mean, this is kind of like the perfect place for a business like this.
Keep Portland weird, right? What better place than Portland, Oregon to have a mobile INKBUS?
As I keep distracting Emily.
Yeah, no, that placement, I think that's good. I think that size, yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
I feel like if it was too much smaller, it wouldn't.
Well, it's going to fall apart a lot faster if you go smaller.
Yeah.
I trust your judgment. You know a lot more about tattoos than I do.
I know.
Alrighty. Our next question is, what's your favorite part about creating freehand designs on the fly? And do you have a memorable request from someone getting a tattoo that stands out?
What was the first half? I'm sorry.
It's okay. You're multitasking. What's your favorite part about creating freehand designs on the fly?
Well, I've just never, I mean, outside of my flash out there, I just have never understood the ideology that translating a flat drawing onto a curved surface directly is efficacious to like represent that thing.
I mean, that makes sense.
It's like, you know, if you took something that I freehanded across your arm and you wrapped paper around there, traced it and pull it out, it would be super distorted, right? In the opposite way. So just like, you know, it's a pretty straightforward kind of dilemma, but people seem to do well with stenciling. I just like to freehand.
I like it. And then second half of the question is, do you have a memorable request that stands out from a customer?
Oh boy, do I have lots.
Pick your favorite one.
What's your wildest one?
Yeah. I think
First
that's
off.
cute. What do you guys think?
What do y'all think?
I love it. It's
like it?
amazing. Yeah.
So one
Let's do it.
that comes to mind was a request that I got. It was one of my early events that I did from being in Portland, and this guy came in and he wanted a little sandwich that was about the size of a quarter, but he was very hyper specific about what he wanted on the sandwich, down to the condiments.
I love that for him.
He literally wanted chipotle mayo on there, and I'm like, this is a little tiny sandwich. He's like, and he said, like, he was very adamant about no tomatoes. He's like, no tomatoes.
I agree with that.
I will not. I just can't do. I'm like, okay, you don't actually have to eat the sandwich afterwards. But we will do whatever you want.
I love that for him.
It was hilarious. It's actually outside on my board out
Oh my
there.
gosh, we're not
finished
gonna
work
find
if
it.
you want to get a shot of it.
That is so funny.
So anyhow, same guy, 6 years later, is actually having his birthday party here at the mothership in March.
You host birthday parties here?
Yeah,
Emily, I
this
found
is-
your next birthday party location.
Yeah, I think we're going to have to do that.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was one of my favorite custom requests.
That's amazing.
I agree with the no tomatoes thing. I am a no tomatoes girly.
No tomatoes. I
do like
good
tomatoes.
tomatoes. I don't like grocery store tomatoes, to be fair.
So you grow your own tomatoes, that's what I'm hearing.
No, but I love it when people do and give them to me.
Got it.
So you're known for upcycling and recycling materials in your projects. How does sustainability play into your work, both in the INKBUS and beyond?
I've always never understood the idea of just like going to Home Depot and buying a bunch of stuff when there's so much stuff out there to use, and you end up being more creative if you're forced to use something that exists, I feel like. So it's always just been my principle and ideologies to use what's there and to like recycle and make things more interesting, including a lot of things on the INKBUS, especially the other bigger bus over there was mostly recycled materials or found stuff. And so that's how I just have always preferred to work.
And if you want to buy the bigger bus, it is for sale, right?
It is for sale right now, yeah. So you can get 2 stations in there right now. It's set up as a brick and mortar sort of a situation. But yeah, there's 2 stations. It's enough room for 2 stations easily in there. So
yeah. Markoon is moving on to bigger and better things, and we can't wait. And so if you want to take on his old bus, do it.
Hey, you could do a lot worse than tattoos and cars for midlife crisis.
It is the like quintessential midlife crisis, though.
I know.
But you didn't get a sports car.
It does kind of look like a spaceship.
It does look like a spaceship.
Yeah. I can't actually watch myself get tattooed. That's like my one thing.
Well, good news is it's on the other side of your body.
I know. I'm just going to look at Emily.
I'm doing like a quick like.
Okay. Still bodies, people. Oh, should we get a shot?
Yeah. Here, do you want a photo?
We're chilling. I'll pull that from the frame.
Okay.
I just remember not to swing my legs.
Don't swing your leg. You can put your feet on the stand.
Oh, that's perfect. Yes, thank you.
Okay.
I'm just going to look at you.
Everyone's ready?
Yep.
Okay. Here we goes.
You're doing great, sweetie.
Thank you.
Should I put it on our Girls at Excel page?
Maybe. Like, what are we getting?
Does she follow our Instagram?
My mom does not have an Instagram because she asked me to help her make one, and I said no.
Good choice.
Thank you. Needles? Can't look.
See, I don't care.
I can't. That's me with blood draws. I can't do blood draws. I'm like, I gotta like lay down. I'm like,
I had
they're
so
like,
many.
You're covered in tattoos. What are you doing?
It's different,
It's different.
though.
It's different.
It's not the same.
It is definitely not the same.
Yeah. I love it. She looks real cute.
Very exciting.
Girls that excel.
Good job.
Thank you. Good job to you. I just sat here.
That's half the battle.
Luckily, it's a not uncomfortable spot.
So, Alyssa, what do you think of your tattoo?
I love her. Isn't she real cute?
She's dainty girly,
She's
like
a
we
dainty
wanted.
lady.
Yes, we love a dainty lady.
Bit of a dainty lady. Okay, I'm
Are
gonna
you
pull
gonna wrap
this.
her?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull this out, and
Okay.
I'm just gonna have you put your hand on there. Precisely.
Can I stand up for this?
Sure.
Do you want to explain what you're doing here? Here.
I'm just putting a wrap on it so that it keeps it clean until later today.
Free wax later.
Yeah. No extra charge.
What's your opinion on the second skin?
I keep second skin in here because people request it, but I could show you big chunks on my leg of missing ink where it literally just tore it out of my body. Also, I've seen a lot of very reactive situations and allergic reactions and things like that. So I don't default to it. I do a traditional wrap like that typically.
I asked because I had a second skin recently for the first time, and I will say there were some complications, and I was like, well, like I've had just that wrapping forever, and I was like, I honestly kind of prefer it.
Yeah.
I've had both, but I didn't have like a reaction, I think.
The last thing I'll say about it is that people do these big elaborate color pieces, and then they put that second skin and let it sit there for like 4 or 5 days with this brown and black muck that, you know, from all the plasma that comes out and everything. And like, oh no, it doesn't affect the color. And I'm like, that's impossible. Like, how do you not have effect of color when essentially you have a bunch of holes in your body that is trying to form scar tissue over it, and it's literally sitting there in a dark pool of liquid? Like, I'm sorry, that just doesn't seem possible to me.
It's like when you put a red sock with white laundry. Like, how does it not?
Boom.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Oh my gosh, I never like put 2 and 2 together, but that makes so much sense.
Science.
Wow.
Science! Yep.
Science rules.
Okay, I will.
That's why Bill Nye, the science guy.
He just got a Medal of Honor.
Hell yeah.
Number 5.
Number 5.
Because I think I asked the last question.
Correct.
And then mine will be, what's the wildest, most memorable event?
I might have to scoot closer. My arms aren't as long as yours. I'm sorry. Okay. It's going. Perfect.
Do you think this is too big? Or is it the same size as yours?
Okay, hold on.
Doing size comparison of their tattoos.
Please hold for the people in the back.
I think it's about the same.
How do you ensure the mobile tattoo experience feels just as professional and comfortable as a traditional studio?
Well, I mean, for me, it's really a simple matter of how I have built the space out for usage for tattooing. The other thing is that people kind of like have this weird assumption that because it's a bust that it's like dirty or something like that. But I'm like, I can clean this entire environment so much more thorough and so much further than a brick and mortar space. You know, I can literally wipe the ceilings down in here. So yeah, it's actually kind of an optimal environment, other than maybe it would be nice to have a slightly higher ceiling in here. But other than that, it's pretty optimal.
I mean, if restaurants can operate out of a bus, why can't a tattoo parlor?
I completely agree with that.
Exactly.
What is your most memorable event that you have ever tattooed at?
I would say probably this event. I don't know if y'all are familiar. There's an airplane that lives in a forest out
Oh,
in
yeah,
Oregon.
the abandoned airplane. Yeah,
I've wanted to see that.
I really
Someone
wanted to
lives
go
in
there.
it. It's not abandoned.
Oh, I thought it was.
It's way up on these huge pylons, and there was this crazy like music festival that I worked there, and I was literally underneath the airplane, and people were like in it, and like I don't know if y'all know who the unipiper is, but he was like unipiping on the wing
That's so
above me,
cool.
and it was just like it was wild. It was a crazy fun event.
That's really, really cool.
What do you think? I kind of like her ex a little bit more. How it like, I don't know why.
It's like a little bit more.
Yeah.
A little more squeezed in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Less open. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry. Oh.
Okay.
This step is much easier to change than the next step.
Yeah, it's way easier to change now than later.
Yes.
Okay. How does Portland's weird and creative culture impact your work and your clientele?
I would say that Portland's weird, quote unquote, definitely helps to create a business like this in its success. But more so than the weird aspect is Portland has a sort of family nostalgia for things where
It's a really good way to put
you
that.
become a staple thing in Portland. And that's kind of what has been a bigger part of my success, I would say, than the weird even be the family element of Portland's culture.
Yeah, Portland is really community driven. And I feel like once you become in the, I don't know, aesthetic.
Once you become a part of the community, you really understand what the community is.
Absolutely.
And I think that that's why a lot of people, they come here because they're curious and then they stay because they realize how nice it is. Like, I know that that's what happened to me. Yeah.
Yeah. I definitely think that this is a place where you can be your authentic self, even if that self is not the most traditional.
It looks a little small now.
Small.
Like, it just looks a lot smaller than the other letters.
Third time's the charm.
Well, I like the X. Maybe just making the G smaller. I like the
I
T
think
and
that
the
would
X.
help if you make the G like a little bit smaller.
So if you could tattoo anyone dead or alive in your INKBUS, who would it be and why?
I would probably do Salvador Dali.
Whoa, why?
Well, I'm a very huge fan of Salvador Dali, but I honestly would just love to have a conversation with him. So that would be a good
Gives you the opportunity,
to
opens
have a
the door.
conversation with him. But also, he is the type of person that would not get a tattoo. So I feel like if I could get him in here for a tattoo, it would be like
Really cool.
a very, very cool.
Historical moment.
Yes.
I like it. That's awesome. Alrighty, we're getting to our last few. What's next for INKBUS? Are there any big dreams or expansions in the works?
Yes, I am moving into, I'm going to start creating mobile studios for other artists and practitioners. I was going to be expanding into buses, but now I'm going to be transitioning over into trailers for more accessibility for people.
I like
Oh,
that.
I love that because, like, obviously a studio like this is not technically like ADA accessible, would you say?
That is one factor, but the bigger factor is that you don't have to have any kind of an engine or a motor vehicle to service and deal with, other than, if you do like a small travel trailer that is set up, then you can pull it with your SUV or whatever and just drop it into place and still have a vehicle to drive around.
Oh, I love that.
That's awesome. So cool. I like that.
What do you think, Tom?
I like that too.
I feel like
that's time's a charm.
So, if somebody wanted to create a mobile business, what advice would you have for them?
Unless you have an immense amount of building and fabrication experience, save your money and have someone do it for you.
That's a good advice.
I mean, it's brutal and honest, and that's what people need to hear,
Well, and also it will save you money in the long run, because if you decide to endeavor on your own thing and you don't know what you're doing, it's going to cost you so much time and so much more money. It's crazy. Like, people think they can watch YouTube videos and be like, oh, that looks easy, I can do that. It's not easy. It's something that you really need to know a lot about things and how things go together, especially for a moving vehicle. It's one thing to like do a bathroom remodel or something like that in a house, but when you're having a moving vehicle, there's just a whole other set of rules that you have to abide by and think about and all this stuff. So,
well, it would be really sad if you're driving and all of a sudden something falls off the wall.
exactly.
Yeah.
Or falls apart entirely, or
on your way to a gig.
Yeah. There's
Or in the middle of tattooing.
Yes, in the middle of
that
tattooing.
would be even worse.
That would be even worse, yes. So, that's my advice.
Should we take a pause on our last two so you can get going on Emily's tattoo? That thing changes over there. Now it says Heartbreaker. Before it said Troublemaker.
It says troublemaker over here.
So it's just where you're sitting.
I mean, it's magic. I don't know.
Smart ass.
And if you look from one side, there's an image on one side of the ridge and then an image on the other side of the ridge. So depending on where your head is, it will give you a different image.
Have you always been creative even since a kid? Like, were you like, I want to be an artist when you were a child? Or like...
Yes, since I can hold anything, it was a pencil.
I love that.
My father is an architect, and he was always very encouraging of art and creation. So,
That's cool. I like that.
yeah, I'm very fortunate to have had that scenario in my life. Because it is not totally a very common thing for parents.
You worked hard, you know, but it's okay. Maybe one day. And I also want to go back to school again, though.
I've always wanted to do like interior design.
It's really fun.
Sometimes.
If you have the right clients.
Sorry, when I got the sleeve, she started with like elbow first.
I mean, honestly,
get
get out of the way, yeah.
Yeah, that was like her standpoint, and I respected and agreed with it, but it was also like,
Rough start.
Yeah.
Because it was like 5 or 6 hours.
I'm not into that.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me it's like tendon areas that are like...
You sure you don't want one while we're here?
Sure. Oh, I need to put a little more thought into that one.
His Mormon boyfriend would kill him. Love.
We are officially Excellers.
Excellers.
Oh, put your arms together, guys.
I know it.
How do we do that?
Yeah.
Science.
So is there anything special for somebody's first tattoo on the INKBUS?
I mean, sometimes people get this top banana award.
Well, it's actually my first tattoo. Because we
No
had a
idea.
tease. Next week's episode. It would be
What is
24.
your favorite tattoo style to ink?
Well, I really like to do all color, no black work. It's a
Okay.
pain in the butt, but it's so fun for someone who likes challenges.
What you do?
I do like challenges, yes.
I like it.
I also do a process called an inner portrait, which is like tattoo therapy. And so you have a 14-question questionnaire that you fill out, and I ask for a mix of your most inspired music and a personal object of yours, and then some time with you ahead of time if I don't know you already. And then it's also an exercise in trust, being that there is no actual drawing on paper that you see first. So we go straight to a skeletal outline on your body, and then I let my clients pick their own color palette if they like, that I will work to.
That's really cool.
So you can be as involved as, possible with your actual tattoo, and then we go to town.
I think I know what my next tattoo might be.
Okay.
I'm working on the sleeve right now, but I do want to do another maybe like half sleeve or maybe a leg piece. I'm not totally sure what the next one is going to be, but that would be sick.
I mean, there you go. And you were asking about the artwork on the cabinets right here. My bus's name is India. And this is India's inner portrait right here.
I really like that. That's special.
Thank you.
So what is the most underrated spot on the body to get tattooed?
I would say probably the ears. I love ear tattoos. I'm probably going to be getting mine done soon.
Me too. I think they're so cool.
Yeah, I think it's so fun to play around with ears and ink and all the possibilities there. So that, I would say, would be the most underrated part of the human body to tattoo.
I love that.
I have some concept designs I have drawn up, but ultimately when I get my tattoos, I try to let the artist have their way with it, so to speak.
That's fun. Have you tattooed yourself?
Yes, most of my right leg is my work.
That's really cool. I don't think I could ever tattoo myself, so I think it's really cool that other people can do that.
It's really fun, actually.
So that leads us to our clock out question. Are you ready to clock out for the day?
I mean, sure, why not? It's been fun.
So what is your newest favorite tattoo?
On me?
Yeah.
Well, would be the newest one, and my favorite one is the INKBUS with my cat driving it, Sharpie.
Oh, I love that. Well, my newest favorite one is Girls That Excel.
Me too.
Well, Well, thank you all for coming along on this journey with us. This has been such a fun day. Thank you, Markoon.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Your mothership is beautiful.
Thank you.
And so inspiring. So if you're in the Portland area, or maybe you're traveling to Portland sometime soon, please go to his website, check out his events coming up, and what's some good ways to find the latest other than the website?
At INKBUS Tattoo on any social media, and then inkbustattoo.com on the website.
And if somebody wants like a custom tattoo, they can just email you?
Email, text, message, Instagram, whatever.
Smoke signals?
Smoke signals, carrier pigeons.
Those are least effective. So go with the texting first.
Don't expect quick responses with the carrier pigeons.
That would be really cool, though. Alrighty, thanks again. We'll post everything on our socials so that you can easily find the contact information. Don't forget to follow us. Don't forget to follow Markoon at INKBUS. And next week, we're going to be talking about what it's like getting hit on at work. And we're going to share some stories of things that have happened to us. Hopefully, from some stories from you guys. And just, let everyone know what it's like and how to handle it.
Yeah, we're going to be kicking off the season of love with how to reject people.
Absolutely. It's what we do. All right.
Until next time, have a great day, Excellers.
Yeah. See you later. Bye.
Bye.